Hello guys and welcome to KoH Roundups. We're going to be going back in time and taking a look at this crazy year we've had. So buckle in, it wasn't a great year. We've had some good times in KoH that we can look back on. So without further ado, here is KoH Roundup 2020 edition. To start, let's draw our attention back to January, a mystical month in which the world still had open stores, and the only mask we paid attention to was the one which contained Tom Holland's face. We kicked off the year with two of our now founders, Myra and Hope, getting featured employee. Oh, how far they've come. I myself had only just become an IL the month prior, and when interviewed for TKC, I had said I wanted to go to Camp America in the summer. Spoiler alert, I didn't. January also saw KoH compete in the White House hosted event, Habbo Olympics, in which KoH stormed past the competition and took first place. Woo, KoH! So we were off to a flying start to the year in KoH. Adam even wrote a hopeful intro to TKC, excited for what 2020 would bring us.
February saw TKC take on a Valentine's theme, complete with love notes and love meters. Of course, Carla and Sharon had the highest love meter with a 99% match and are now the only couple featured on the love meters to still be both in KoH. It works! The month also featured all of our current founders in the IL promotion section, with Cobalts climbing to 3IL and Hope and Myra making it to 4IL. This was also the sad year that joyously retired from the Kingdom, but don't worry, she will be back later on in the year. We were also gifted by Bay, who sent a love note to the entire Kingdom thanking them for their warm welcoming after she helped us win the Habbo Olympics the month prior, and went on to score countless goals for our football team, the KoH Knights. Finally, in February we attended the Valentine's Ball, which saw Cobalts and another former member winning the cutest couple, Bayberries winning Cutie Pie, Carla winning Kingdom Sweetie, Taser winning Forever Alone, and Garden Shed winning Biggest Flirt.
Moving into March, we saw the retirement of a former Foundation member, El Poloman. But as people retire, more people came in, and this month also saw myself and Samia becoming ILs. This month's featured employees were Alicia03, Bayberries, and NVK53645264, with them all very happy to have received the accolade. TKC this month also featured numerous changes and additions, including a pets section where 4 very cute animals were featured. We also had the introduction of a KoH family tree introduced to us from Ricky, which featured all of the ILs and their fake relations. March further saw us expand our external relations, welcoming CIA as our newest ally. Finally, for the month of March, we hosted our KoH Carnival event in which we invited all external agencies, allied or not, to take place in 2 whole days of events including Danger Pot, Pool Attack, Balloon Game, and Danger Zone. The winners of the event were HDA, with HIA and SS being a close second.
Swiftly moving into April, this month saw Roadtrix 108 becoming 1IC of Communications, whilst Glenda Smith and Samba here were awarded with the Member of the Month award. This month was also a huge month for KoH, as it saw us gain 2 new Foundation members when Ricky and Cobalts were brought into the royal family for all their hard work in months prior. Their ranks were ceremoniously awarded when we hosted a royal coronation on April 25th. Later in the month, the Kingdom made efforts to better protect its members, introducing an internet safety guide and tightening our Discord security. Finally, April gave us the KoH scavenger hunt, which was actually all a front for our wonderful Queen Fusion's birthday event.
The month of May saw most of the world head into either panic or lockdown, but as things were closing in real life, KoH was very much open and booming, with all the new members who were now stuck indoors 24/7. This month first saw Diddles26346, Sikagas, and Ricky join the ranks of featured employees, whilst many of our ILs continued their climb up the ranks. May also saw us engage with our external relation NOPD, in which we hosted many fun games over 2 days. The final and perhaps biggest event that took place over May was the Agency Fair, which saw many agencies be represented by Habbo for 2 weeks, in which members could compete in challenge rooms and collect badges for various agencies.
June saw us all successfully surviving to the halfway point of 2020. Unfortunately, there were no checkpoints offered in real life, and we all had to press on with this dreadful year, but things were starting to look up as most of the world got its first glimpses of summer, and although it wouldn't be a normal one, it was certainly one to be remembered. This month started with XX, myself Cyanics, Miss Dodo 12 and GlitchyEcho being named in the featured employees, whilst ILs saw 19 promotions. The first event of the month came as we had Agents vs Peasants, which saw KoH take on FBI in multiple fun events and games. Later on in the month we had another event where we celebrated KoH's first birthday with the Regal Jubilee event, where we played many fun games and the Queen gave a new award to 3 people, the Queen's Merit. The Queen's Merit is awarded to people who have made a significant difference in KoH, and this month it was given to Joyously, Domo and El Carla. In June we saw the first RGU event hosted when a balloon was released into the kingdom with the goal of keeping it around as long as possible. We successfully kept the balloon around for nearly 12 hours. Finally, in June we read a touching statement written by one of our foundation members in which we said goodbye to Ben but hello to the new lovely Liz.
Now into the second half of the year, the month of mine and GlitchyEcho's birthday, July. We started the month with SpongeBob275, Loki It's Me, and Mahink and myself being named featured employees. The start of July also saw White House and KoH upgrading their treaty to a full-fledged alliance. Slightly later in the month, and we saw the announcement and coronation of a new foundation member, N.R. Myra. The month was then action-packed with lots of events, starting with the CIA Summer Collaborative event, then the KoH Cup, followed by a big Lands and Castles event. The Lands and Castles event saw all of us get sorted into one of 3 castles, Castle Fadum, Castle Highland and Castle Positive, named and ran by our 2 ILs. Finally in July, we hosted the Hello Summer raffle in which members and allies alike could purchase tickets that were then entered into a raffle for a chance to win some huge credit prizes.
August saw Roger 5164, Heath Love, Mulder 0A and Apollo being named the featured employees before we celebrate the crowning of another princess, Diddles 26346. Later in the month saw the Kingdom host a uniform competition where members, relations and royal guests could submit a new uniform with a credit prize if chosen. The Land and Castle event also met its finale with Fadum coming out as the winners. We also took another turn to pass the balloon with a top prize of 100 credits. Unfortunately, the balloon only lasted 9 short hours, 3 hours less than the first time. Another event hosted in August was the FBI x KoH event, where we all took part in a jam-packed 24 hours of games.
So, we headed out of summer and into the cold with September. Everyone started to return to school after many months off, but it wasn't going to be a normal school experience for everyone. Luckily, KoH remained much the same and continued on strong. Featured members for September were Chris John 26, Paufu, and one very hard worker who's now banned. Yikes. However, September brought many good memories for the Kingdom's community, and so many changes to TKC. We started releasing our newsletter at the end of the month, which meant September would have 2 action-packed issues for our lovely readers. This was also the first TKC issue to feature stories, top promoter and trainer, unit members of the month, community submitted drawings, and much more with a big design overhaul and more structure. This month also saw us hold the Grand Festival, where we hosted events for many agencies to attend and have fun. It was a great success and we played many great games. Finally, we ended the month of September with HDA with the Disneyland event.
Now on to October. Many say this is the best month, mainly because of Halloween, but I like to think it's because it's my birth month. This was a quiet month for KoH. A lot went on behind the scenes with the planning starting on the creatures update that we would see brought to the kingdom in the following month. But not everything stopped, and a lot of fun things did still take place in the kingdom. This month first saw the trialing of the Unity community unit. Although it didn't stick around long, it was a great unit for a short time it was. Our featured employees for this month saw KoH8043, Miss Dodo 12, Simple and Glenda.Smith claim the prestigious accolade. The first event of the month came with White House in the White House X KoH event that held many fun games. This month was also where we turned the entire kingdom pink to show our support in awareness for breast cancer. The spooky month of October also gave us a fright when a certain notorious troll was removed from BOS after 5 months of being banned. Here is Johnny! Finally in the month, Undetermined wrote a hauntingly good story for TKC, which made us all quake in fear. Great job, Adam.
So, as we come close to the end of the year, most of us start to unwind as the holiday season approaches. I turned another year older, with my birthday taking place, as KoH continued to be as busy as ever. First, we kicked off the wintry month with a brand new base, which still looks great and is our best base to date. Alongside this, we got the announcement for featured members, which saw Xmalware X and Toothless Chan 22 get high ranks in the month, whilst Unliving and GlitchyEcho received IL of the month. Next, we got the announcement that all the ILs had been waiting for. Creatures! The update that saw the entire kingdom transform was finally announced to the whole community, and work was starting for Foundation to get everything in place, ready for release later in the month. November also saw the return of the kingdom meetings, both for ILs, where we would discuss important topics, and general meetings, where all members would gather and hear about the latest news from the kingdom. We also finally got around to watching our Halloween movie night, where we all terrified ourselves by watching it. Kingdom Chronicles also got loads of new content, with reports being introduced, which I myself did on a few, of the new base, and how meetings were going so far.
Finally, we move into the most recent month, December. This month saw the holiday season take place, one of the busiest times of the year, but the members of KoH clearly still found time to play, as this was a month of great activity with countless events hosted over the month. To start us off, we saw KoH8043, Samia ? Undetermined, and Levi2727 got awarded featured employees. Congratulations! TKC this month featured many segments for people to interact with, including New Year's resolutions, Christmas tree submissions, and of course all our usual monthly segments. We also had 2 new reports to read from Laser67890 and Undetermined, so make sure you give these a read. Another key feature to this month's TKC was the creatures page. This included a story written by TwilightTigris regarding the origins of the creatures, as well as a map of the fantasy land where the creatures reside, made by Rotix108. There were also 3 theme days celebrated this month: Pixar theme, won by Cobalt and GlitchyEcho, Mountain hiking theme, won by GlitchyEcho and Diddles26346, and finally, Christmas theme, again won by GlitchyEcho. Alongside TKC, there were also a number of events hosted this month, the biggest being the Winter Ball. This event was hosted by Samia ? And Diddles26346. It saw both awards and events taking place, with the latter being given out as follows: 99 Perspiration Award awarded to Simple, the Loch Ness Award given to Roy G. Biv, Baby's Bottom Award awarded to XX.Ducks.XX, the Lovey Dovey Award given to Diddles26346 and Matt Songohan, Foot and Mouth Award for Warren _ Head in the Sand awarded to Enrique53645264, I'm Gonna Head Out Award given to Samia ? Single File given to El Kala, Swiss Army Knife awarded to Miss Dodo Cho, Running with the Bulls given to Powerful _ and Samia ? I'll Be There For You award awarded to FBI NW3C, and finally the Imposter Award given to C's Dot. The Queen also took the stage to announce 3 new receivers of the Queen's Merit, those 3 being Samia Roadtrix108 and Agent Sam 23. Finally, we matched the month of December with the UN x KoH event, which saw us all play many fun games and watch Christmas movies together.
Well, we've finally come to the end of our 2020 adventure. And what a year it's been! I'll certainly not forget it, but perhaps for mostly the wrong reasons. But at least I, and many others, have had the company of KoH to keep me sane and happy during those difficult months. 2021 certainly won't be an easy year either, but here's hoping it'll be better than 2020, and that KoH continues to strive onwards and upwards. Thank you all for watching.